You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall?
What's up, guys? This is your friendly neighborhood Extreme Spidey Guy here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review, part of Holiday Month, on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which was based on Hughes' short story, Christmas 59, that was published in National Lampoon. It tells the story of the Griswold family spending Christmas vacation at home with their relatives and the ensuing mayhem. The film performed well at the box office, grossing $73.3 million against a $25 million budget, while receiving generally mixed reviews from critics. It is now regarded as a classic Christmas film. So, what's the story for this movie? Well, as the holidays approach, Clark Griswold, played by Chevy Chase, wants to have a perfect family Christmas, so he pesters his wife, Ellen, played by Beverly D'Angelo, and children as he tries to make sure everything is in line, including the tree and the house decorations. However, things go airy quickly. His hick cousin, Eddie, played by Randy Quaid, and his family show up unplanned and start in their living camper on the Griswold property. Even worse, Clark Griswold's employers renege on the holiday bonus he needs. So, what are my thoughts on this movie? This movie would have to be one of the best Christmas movies I have ever seen. As y'all know, there was a sequel at the time called National Lampoon's Vacation, which was well received by critics and fans. And then there was National Lampoon's European Vacation, which was and then there was National Lampoon's European Vacation, which was poorly received by fans. This one was well received by fans. Vegas Vacation was poorly received. National Lampoon's its sequel was poorly received. Hotel Hell Vacation was also poorly received, and the 2015 remake was also poorly received. But this one was the only vacation follow-up to sequel to National Lampoon's Vacation that was well received. Chevy Chase definitely is still awesome as always as Clark W. Sparkly Griswold Jr. Beverly D'Angelo is still definitely does an awesome performance as Ellen Griswold. Juliette Lewis definitely does an awesome performance as Audrey Griswold, who he was previously played by Dana Barron, and Dana Hill in the last two films, and later by Marisol Nichols in Vegas Vacation. Jonathan Galecki definitely nails the performance as Russell Griswold, and Russ was portrayed by Anthony Michael Hall and Jason Lively in the previous two films, and Ethan Embry in Vegas Vacation. Notably, this is the only one which Rusty and Audrey are not the same age, hence Lewis being taller than Galecki. John Randolph definitely nailed the performance as is awesome. Does a great job playing Clark Griswold, C.R. Clark's father. Diane Ladd definitely is awesome as always as Arthur Smith, who is Ellen's father. Doris Roberts is awesome as Francis Smith, Ellen's father. Miriam Flynn is awesome, definitely does a great job as Katherine Johnson. Randy Quaid Randy Quaid does an awesome job playing the comic relief character Eddie Johnson, and I also love him in Independence Day. Cody Berger is awesome as Rocky Johnson. Ellen Hamilton Ladson is awesome as Robbie Sue Johnson. William Hickey is awesome as Uncle Lewis. Mae Questel is awesome as Aunt Bethany, which is Questel's final role before her death in 1988. No, 1998. 1998, though. Sorry about that. Sam McCurry does an awesome job as Bill, Clark's co-worker. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is awesome as Margot Chester, the Griswolds' yuppie neighbor. And my favorite performance from Julia Louis-Dreyfus is always Elaine Bennis and Seinfeld. Nicholas Guest does an awesome performance as Todd Chester, Margot's husband. Brian Dole Murray does an awesome job as Frank Shirley, Clark's boss. Natalia Nogalich is definitely awesome as Frank Shirley, Clark's boss. No. Brian Dole Murray does an awesome job as Frank Shirley, who's Clark's boss, and Natalia Nogalich does an awesome job as Helen Shirley, Frank's wife. Nicolette Scorsese does an awesome job as Mary, a lingering counter clerk, and Alexander Folk does an awesome job as the lead SWAT officer. Jeremy Roberts and Woody Weaver definitely do an awesome job voicing like the policeman. Doug Llewellyn definitely does an awesome job as the parade announcer, and Keith McKean definitely does an awesome job as the delivery boy. The film is definitely funny as always. The direction by Jeremiah S. Chelik was definitely phenomenal. The performances from Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Randy Quaid are definitely phenomenal in this movie. The editing's very good. The cinematography's phenomenal, and the editing's phenomenal, as I meant to say. Excuse me. And this was probably like the only sequel to like National Lampoon's Vacation, which was actually well received. Most of the sequels and like the 2015 remake of Vacation were like poorly received. I haven't seen like National Lampoon's Vacation, but I might check it out someday if I have the time. I do love the song National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, with like the animation opening credits, and that was definitely phenomenal in this movie, and and um, and the ending is definitely phenomenal in this movie as well, when the entire family, along with the Shirleys and the SWAT team, go inside and celebrate. Clark and Ellen share a Christmas tree, and then Clark is satisfied, and then he has provided a great Christmas for his family, and it was definitely funny. And there's also like a funny scene where there was like he cut it off a tree to replace it, and then there was like a squirrel and wreaks havoc. Excuse me, and and there's also a funny scene where he was like dreaming and for a swimming pool, and then the opening scene is definitely funny, and where he says this iconic line, "Hey kids, look at deer," and then he gives the middle finger and to the people driving, and then there's like a car accident and stuff, which his holiday plans intervestedly cause steadily escalating chaos for the family's yuppie neighbors, Todd and Margot Chester, which they go out to find a tree, ultimately choosing the largest one they can find, realizing they're too late and they did not bring any tools to cut the tree, and they are forced to uproot it instead. Now, are there any bad qualities I have with this movie? Absolutely not, and here is how I'm going to rate it. I am going to give National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation a full solid 10 out of 10. So tell me your thoughts on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's overrated? Just let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you all later.